The storm outside wasn't the only thing that was about to change everything. The small coastal diner was filled with the usual hum of conversations and clinking silverware. But Sophie Henderson knew something was different tonight. She could feel it in the air, a shift that seemed as heavy as the storm clouds looming over the horizon. The wind howled outside, rattling the windows, but inside, the atmosphere was calm, almost eerily so. She was used to the quiet hum of this place, but tonight, it was different. The diner was busier than usual, with a sense of anticipation that Sophie couldn't quite explain. She moved quietly between tables, her steps measured, as if she were trying to be as invisible as possible. Sophie had always been that way, quiet, reserved, and above all, unnoticed. That was how she preferred it. No one knew about her past, about the skills she had learned during her years as a military medic, the training she had received to protect and defend, to act without hesitation when the moment called for it. Sophie had left all that behind, choosing a quieter life where her most dangerous weapon was a tray of coffee and a smile. But tonight, she could sense that the world was about to remind her of who she really was. Ethan Blackwood, a regular at the diner, sat at his usual spot by the window, his back to the storm. The man was an enigma to Sophie, cold, distant, always absorbed in his world of business deals and high-stakes decisions. He rarely looked up from his phone or his laptop, his eyes never straying from his work. Sophie had never been bothered by his aloofness. In fact, she admired it. He was a man who knew exactly who he was, and he wasn't afraid to show it. But tonight, there was something different about him, too. Sophie couldn't put her finger on it, but there was an edge to his usual confidence, a tension that hadn't been there before. As she approached his table to take his order, Sophie noticed his eyes flicker toward the door. For a moment, he seemed distracted, as if something or someone had caught his attention. Before Sophie could ask if he needed anything, the door swung open with a violent gust of wind, and a man stepped. Inside, his silhouette framed by the storm. Sophie's instincts flared. Something was wrong. She had seen enough in her past to recognize danger when it walked through the door. The man moved toward Ethan's table, his steps deliberate, his posture too confident for a stranger. Sophie felt a chill run down her spine. Without thinking, she stepped forward, her body instinctively positioning itself between Ethan and the potential threat. She didn't know what was about to happen, but she knew one thing for sure. She wouldn't let anyone hurt him, not on her watch. Ethan looked up, his eyes narrowing as he saw her standing in front of him. "What are you doing?" he asked, his voice low but laced with surprise. Sophie didn't answer him. She didn't need to. The man behind her was already making a move, but Sophie was ready. She'd spent years learning how to read people, how to anticipate their next move. And in that moment, she knew exactly what she had to do. As the man lunged forward, Sophie's body moved on pure instinct. She reached for Ethan, pulling him back as the world around them seemed to slow down. Everything happened in a blur. Her training, her reflexes, all clicking into place as she shielded Ethan from danger. The man faltered, surprised by the unexpected resistance, but Sophie's grip was firm. The room fell silent as everyone watched in stunned disbelief. Ethan's heart was racing, but Sophie's calm presence was the only thing grounding him. The storm outside raged on, but in that moment, Sophie knew the real battle was only just beginning.